Before I head into the next section, I'm going to select the energy rounds here and see if I can use them in underwater combat to take some of these guys out. So I can actually have to dodge these bullets, and like I said, it's almost like bullet time beneath the waves. Let's see if it can stick. There we go. So I've stuck an electric round to that guy and managed to electrocute him. And now I'm going to switch back to this and try and actually blow him up with the barrel. So I was able to use the sonic rounds to knock the barrel towards him and then blow up the barrel itself by detonating it using the aim assist. Now if I quickly go over here, I can see this guy's got some ammo on him. Rapid fire, perfect. Love rapid fire in underwater combat. So let's switch to our rapid fire here and get some revenge. Nice. So that learnt him. So there we go. So there's all sorts of different approaches you can take in the underwater combat, and just for good measure, we'll give him one of those as well, just because I'm not very happy with him today. So I have to come up for air. So yeah, you can use the energy rounds to electrocute the guys. You can use the stun rounds to drown them. You saw that I used the barrel to actually blow up one of the guys. And then also the rapid fire is really good fun under the water because you get those lovely trails for the bullets. So here, to move on to the next section, I just need to shoot these electric cables down.
And they're put there to stop the play, just go, that's so you...
That should be it, I think. So now I can get past here. Head into the next section. So here, this is Hydrophobia's hack mini game. So you actually need to match the red wave to the white wave of the console, and because this is Act 3, it's a lot harder than earlier in the game. You've got a kind of combined wave with the white wave there that you've got to match, a composite wave. So you've got to try and get the signal locked close, and luckily I've got a lot of practice at this, so I should be able to do it before the time runs out. And depending on how fast you hack it, you get bonus points which get added into your score. And depending on how you take those guys out as well, and how you use the combos, how you use the environmental kills, you're going to get a different score by chaining together the kills. So I can see where I've got to go. We've got a full 3D map where I can figure out the next section to get to. So I'm heading down to this door down here. So back into the water. Through to the next section. It's quite dark in here, so I've got my flashlight switched on. And I can tap the A button just to try and boost through quickly. Yeah, I might need to find myself an air pocket. So you can see by the lights indicate where air pockets are. So if you need to come up for oxygen when you're on your way to the next section, then you can look for those God rays of light. So we've got some more guys in here, I think. So I didn't manage to take that guy down. I tried to detonate the barrel behind him, but he wasn't quite close enough. So I'm going to come around the back here and see if I can find myself another angle. I know I've got a barrel here, and if I just tap with the sonic rounds, I can knock those around and maybe knock those into play. So the aim assist helps me a great deal here, because I can knock that towards where I think that guy is, but I'm going to have to get some oxygen first. Right, so come up for some oxygen. Watch out for those floating oil fires, and then I'll dive down and see if I can come in again. Ah, no, they've moved. So I've got some rapid fire. Let's do that again. Bloodbath. Yeah, rapid fire is a great way of taking out the guys underwater, so you can avoid their bullets while peppering them with plenty of your own. And he's got some ammunition for me as well. Perfect. So I didn't have to use the oil barrels in the end. I got a lower score for just shooting the guys, because that's slightly easier, but I didn't die, which is always important when you're playing on hard. So let's continue up to the next section.
Where's the console? Right, there it is.
So there's another console to hack here to get to the next section. So all of the consoles on the Queen of the World have a wireless signal, and the terrorists are kind of cycling those signals to stop people from getting back in. So that's how the hack game works.
The Malthusians have rigged the whole of this cell. Does anybody hear me? They are going to obliterate this cell.
Okay, so we're going to leave this area without too much water in it, hopefully, not let too much more water in. So yeah, hydrophobia is about environmental kills. It's about using the environment to take down the enemy, whether that's sweeping them off their feet with the water, using oil barrels, or using electricity. So as I come round here,
I must be out of my mind.
I can actually just stealth in just to make sure there's no enemies ahead, or if there are, they don't hear me. Again, I can tap these oil barrels around to bring them into play if I want to. I can see that there's someone coming, so I'm going to get into cover here, and hopefully he hasn't seen me yet, but I can see from the red cursor, he's just about heard me, so if I charge my gun and shoot the fuse box, he's moved away, but you can electrocute him using the fuse box, and that's a real electric effect. The electricity will actually reach out for conductive surfaces and characters, including the water. So it was trying to reach towards him, but it wasn't close enough. So if I he should actually drown from that stun. No, he's got back up. So depending on how much you charge the stun, you have to have a full charge to be able to drown them. So he's got back up that time. But I'll see if I can use this oil barrel to actually take him down. So you've got to rely on the oil, on the flow of the water sometimes with the oil barrels though, which is why you need to get them close. So unfortunately the fire's actually flowing towards me instead of him. But luckily, I think I spy another oil barrel just behind him. So what I'm going to try and do is stun him towards it. There we go. So here comes the oil barrel. Boom, there we go. He's not going to like that too much. So I got a ×3 multiply there for using the oil barrel to kill him rather than just drowning him with a direct stun. But obviously the oil floats around on the water surface completely dynamically, so I have to avoid these fires myself. I've created a bit of a hazard for myself. So I just have to pick my way through that. And there's a couple of collectibles here. You can pick up emails and documents off characters which tell you more about the background story. So I'm swimming back down into the bow of the ship here, because I'm trying to ultimately get to the shuttle plaza, which is the transportation off of the lower deck of the ship that Kate's found herself trapped on. So at the beginning of the game, it's your objective to get there, and now we've managed to collect all of the terrorist ciphers, which allow us to now get into this section. So you can see we've got a beautiful range of effects in the engine generally. We've got all the heat haze and the reflection refraction on the water surface. And there's all sorts of simulations that go on through the hydro engine itself. Obviously the ripple simulations on the surface. The foam gets generated dynamically. You can see the dripping across the camera lens. And it's a completely physics-driven effect. It's completely dynamic, never the same twice. So now I can actually decrypt the terrorist code and head up to the shuttle plaza. And this is towards the end of the game, so might be a bit of a spoiler. So I think we'll cut it there, if that's all right. Yeah.